Hey guys, it's your girl Onana, and I welcome you all to Onana Nation. So on this channel, we talk all things entertainment, we talk about African recipes, and we do lifestyle. All right, so welcome everybody. Tell us your names and where you're watching us from. Today we're gonna talk Biggy 237. We're gonna talk about the eviction show. Welcome everybody. Welcome guys. I see you all joining. Welcome. Tell us your name and where you're watching us from so I can give you shout outs. Okay. How is everybody doing today? By the way, let me check on you guys. How is everyone doing? Welcome guys. Tell us your names and where you're watching us from. Leave us your comments. So today we're going to talk Biggie 237. We have our second eviction show today. Hey Bobby, how you doing, beautiful? That's my sister. Bobby, how's your day going? Hi, Teresa, the latest mama in town. How are you doing, T? And how's my baby? Hello, everybody. Welcome, guys. Tell us your name and where you're watching us from. Let's give your shout outs, okay? Bobby's watching from Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, my God. Bobby, I always thought you were in MD. You're in Tennessee? Oh, wow. Hello, Mercy, for this house. Mercy is one of my top girls. Mercy is always there for me, always watching my videos. Mwah. Bisous à toi, ma chérie. Bisous là-bas. Hi, Bobby again. Day is going great. We thank God. Amen. We thank God. That's what we want to hear, that the day is going great, that everything is doing fine. Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining us, tell us your name and where you're watching us from. So far, we have the beautiful Bobby in the house. We have Queen Teresa, the latest mom in town. Teresa, are you getting some sleep? How's our baby doing? I know when my baby was small, I wasn't sleeping at all. Like, my baby is still like 4 months old and some weeks, but I still am not sleeping. So I was an MD but moved about 4 years ago. Yeah, because I thought you were an MD. Yeah, Mercy, thank you for receiving your kiss, girl. You know I love you. I love you, Mercy. So thank you guys for joining. And now we're going to talk about Biggie 237. We had our second eviction show tonight. So we're going to talk about who went home. But before we dive into that, let's talk about the people who were up for eviction. Mami, how did I study heavy? So for some reason, my hair is heavy. It means it's time to take down my rasta. It heavy, yo. See me see trouble, Nyanga. It's time to take it down. All right, so let's talk about those who are up for eviction this week. We had Cindy Stainless. I'm reading from Biggie 237's page, so we're going to be reading together. The housemates that were up for eviction this week, we had Cindy Stainless, we had Nyanda Kelly, Mami Kongusa, we had Ranibel Kizi, we had Melinda Swan, we had King Aluan, we had Hexy, we had Brown Sugar, and we had Nerissa. So these were the housemates that were up for eviction this week, and unfortunately tonight the journey has ended for 3 contestants. Like, their chance to win 11 million francs CFA has ended tonight. So they are actually on their way home now. Let me read a few comments and catch up before we continue. Is your baby sleeping all through the night now? Yes, baby. Finally, my JJ is at the stage where he sleeps all night, so mommy can finally sleep. You know, I thank God for that. Baby Jason is good though. Just sleep last night, but we good. The joy though. I know, Teresa, the joy is too much. And your baby has my baby's name. Okay. So I guess they're twins. Mercy say, haha, time for move on. I swear, Mercy, time for move on, don't reach, because the thing is getting heavy and I'm like, what's going on? So he now sleeps better than before. There was a day he slept for 5 hours straight. Oh, little babies are so funny. Like, you observe them, the way they grow, changing every day, moving from milestone to milestone, changing every day, growing. It's beautiful. Haha, say Mami Kongosa. Nyanda Kelly is the Mami Kongosa of the house. It's like, you know what's up. My last video, I told you guys all about her Kongosa gist. Kelly na really Mami Kongosa. She is. The girl can cause confusion for Africa. Bobby, that's your baby's name too? Oh my God. Everybody's baby's name is Jason. Now, wow. Mommy, I think I said really heavy. If I'm not losing an air, I'm not able to do this video. I know there for that nonsense. Let me take it down so I can feel better. All right. So I took it down and even one left. Oh, Bobby, my darling, I don't just like you for nothing. We are connected somehow. Oh, that's cute. All right, so now that we've spoken about the people that were up for eviction, let's go on to other issues. Who finally went home? So tonight we had 3 people leave the building. We had Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar has been evicted. We had Melinda Swan. Melinda has also been evicted. And we equally had Kelly, Nyanda Kelly. She's been evicted. So I'm going to show you guys their pictures in a minute for those who don't know. This is Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar's journey has ended tonight. She's going home. And this is Melinda Swan. Melinda's journey has also ended. Melinda is going home. And Nyanda Kelly, the Mami Congo of the house. This is Mami Congo's picture. Nyanda Kelly, she's also going home tonight. So unfortunately, the journey has ended for these three people. I'm going to give you guys small tea about all three contestants. We're going to start with Brown Sugar. So Brown Sugar was Epi Makoge Collins' small teen in the house, okay? So Epi Makoge Collins was having this small relationship with Brown Sugar, like he didn't put enough fire, he didn't hustle enough. He was eyeing her, he liked her, but he didn't really pursue her all that well. So Brown Sugar was not dating him, they were just having a little understanding and response. If Epi would have hustled a little bit more, probably they'll be dating today. So as Brown Sugar was eliminated, Vicky Fokala called her to the stage and they were asking her questions. Brown Sugar, how do you feel tonight? I wrote that somewhere. Brown Sugar, how do you feel tonight now that you've been eliminated? Now, how do you feel that your journey in the Big Brother house has ended? And this is what she said. She said, it hurts, but I'll be okay. And I felt so bad for her. She said, it hurts, but she'll be okay. You know, it's always a pain. It always hurts when your journey to win $11 million ends. 11 million francs CF is sorry, not dollars. So you go into the show with hopes that you can win. Everybody in the house hoped they could win. So when your journey ends, when you get evicted, it really hurts. So they asked her, how are you feeling tonight that you've been evicted? And she said, it hurts, but I'll be okay. So another thing that Vicky asked Brown Sugar, that how do you feel tonight? And then she said that Vicky also asked her, did you find love in the house? Because obviously people have been seeing her and Epi Makoge Collins. So they asked her, Brown Sugar, did you find love in the house? And this is what Brown Sugar had to say. Not quite. That's a very political answer. Not quite. It's a yes or no question. Tell us no or tell us yes. Have you found love in the house? Not quite. So now we are left out here guessing. Like, we just know that Epi Makoge Collins was not hustling her enough. Because if he did, they probably will be dating. But nobody knows how it's going to end tomorrow. Maybe she can go out of the house. And when Collins also leaves the house, they can reunite and reignite the fire. You never know. All right, so moving on, we had Melinda. Melinda was also MC Dibenja's small thing in the house. So MC Dibenja was eyeing Melinda and he asked her out, and Melinda just gave MC Dibenja a solid iron bucket. She said no, and MC Dibenja was left with his bleeding heart and his feelings was all over. And he even tried to transfer those feelings to Gaga Wayne. So MC Dibenja was also involved in a love triangle with Gaga Wayne, Hexy and all these other people. So that's the story with Melinda. Melinda was giving MC Dibenja a solid iron bucket. She said no. Maybe she has a relationship back home. Who knows? And Melinda is the girl who opened up to Biggy a few days ago. Biggy asked her, Melinda, when was the last time you had sex? She said 3 weeks ago. And today she's going home. So imagine her parents were home watching. I hear her father is a journalist, so he was watching Biggie 237 to see his daughter, only for her to come and say she had sex 3 weeks ago. Your father is watching you, his little girl. You're supposed to be holding in front of your father's eyes, and you're confessing in front of national TV that you had sex 3 weeks ago. Her father will just be looking at her like this. Okay, madam, so you're back. Come and tell me about who you had sex with. So it's going to be crazy. I really wish I was one of her sisters. I wanted to be home to see how she comes home and how daddy confronts her. Like, okay, madam, we heard you on national TV talking about sex. Okay. Sis, I trust you for real gisting. You know your thing, yeah. Thank you, Teresa. MC Dibenja wants to get entangled. He really wants to get entangled. You know, guys, after a couple of weeks, their bodies just start itching. Like, blood is flowing everywhere. Blood is pumping everywhere. And they feel like they need some action. Sometimes, girls, we can hold it off a little longer. But guys, So, blood is already pumping. And he wants to entangle himself. But unfortunately, Biggie has said no sexual immorality in his house. And that's the gist on that. So I wrote a few points down, and what else do I have next? Melinda Swan. This is one of the girls who entered the house as a celebrity. Melinda is very popular on Twitter. She's very vocal. She makes her opinion known about so many subjects. And then these are the people that were expecting they were going to entertain us in the house. All of a sudden, Melinda came into this house and she became quiety. She was not talking. She was not entertaining anymore. And we were like, what's going on? I know her on Twitter, and I was like, this is not the Melinda I know on Twitter. She's really vocal. She's really entertaining. What's happening? So in the Biggy 237 mansion, people will shock you. There are people who you think are entertaining. They get into the house and they disappear. They enter into their shells and you're like, what's going on? They're no longer entertaining. And I was surprised. When you go into a game show like this, you want to bring out your personality, you want to bring out your character, you want to bring out the best side of you so people see it and they are interested in you. And that's how they vote you, to keep you in the house. But because she went into the house and became quiet, I'm talking about Melinda Swan for those who are joining us now. She went into the house and became quiet. She was just lukewarm, not doing nothing. You were not seeing her, nothing of her sort. So that's why she's going home tonight. If she was entertaining, if she was vocal as she's been on Twitter, people would have liked her and people would have voted for her. So she actually entered the house like a little celeb, but she's leaving at the very second week, and it's disappointing. I didn't expect this to happen to her, but she kind of brought it upon herself, because you go into a game show because you want to entertain people, you want to make people to get to know you, you want to show them your personality and all that you stand for. But she went into this game, she wasn't really doing much, people were not really feeling her that much, and that's the reason why she's going home tonight. So social media will shock you. Social media will shock you. All these keyboard warriors, you'll see them on social media, blah, 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 running their mouths like spoiled taps. If you meet them in real life, they cannot be able to even stand in front of you. If you meet them in real life, they'll not be able to talk to you. So all these haters and noisemakers and critics and all these people you see on social media, yippee yappa, they are running their mouths everywhere. Put them in the Big Brother house. All these people on social media were calling them influencers, this and that. We need to send them all in the Big Brother house. All notorious Cameroonians on social media, all of them should go to the Biggy 237 house next year. We want to see them there, what they will do. Because most of them are keyboard warriors. They sleep on their bed and type nonsense to annoy people, to spoil people's day. But when you put them in front of the camera, they become mumu, zit, they can't say nothing. Nada, zilch. So they're in front of the camera, all of a sudden they shut their mouths. So these are the people who want them to go to Biggy 237 next year. All the Cameroonians who are so-called entertaining or influencers or funny or whatever on social media, we want them to go into the house next year. So they should bring their personality to the front, to the core, to the center. Let's see what they're made of. It's really on camera that you get to discover people, not on social media. Some the fear for talk cause of nominations and eviction. And see where it landed her, if fear for talk, maybe still go house. So you have to try. You never know until you try. You have to risk it now. Qui ne risque rien. I want to talk French. My French is not flowing. Qui ne risque rien n'a rien. So if you want something to happen to you, you got to talk. You got to be engaging, you know. So she was not talking and she's still going home. So what did she gain? That's right, personalities needed to be brought. I agree, social media is not really what we see. Exactly, baby, social media is not what we see. People are talking, people are keyboard warriors, people are making noise on social media. If you bring them in front of the camera, if you put them in real life situations, they become mumu. So that's all about that. Yeah, Mercy, I know my sister. Yes, so sis, you know what's up now, you know. So it's crazy, girl, it is. So these three people we had, they went home today. The third person, I spoke a little bit about Brown Sugar. I spoke a little bit about Melinda Swan. And now I'm going to talk about Nyanda Kelly, the Mami Congo of the house. If you guys don't know, Nyanda Kelly is the lady who lied about her birthday. She was born on January something, and she lied that her birthday was August 12th while she was in the Big Brother house, only because she wanted Biggie to celebrate her birthday. So in the house, Cindy Stainless had a birthday. Shapalo had a birthday. And Blanche Bacha, small Pepe, our Petit Pimang, she had a birthday as well. So Nyanda Kelly saw all of this. She was like, okay, now me that cake go past me, and that cake must reach me too. So she faked her birthday. She said her birthday was the 20th of August, and Biggie celebrated her, gave her a cake and everything. And then the news boss, you know, when you fake something, then the news boss, shit hit the fan. So local woman was confused. She was like, how did these people get to know my truth? Biggie called one of the housemates, Gaga Wing, and told Gaga, when Gaga go and ask Kelly about her birthday, it's not true. Because the birthday was really making noise on social media. People were like, no, Kelly was born January. We saw her birthday on her Facebook status. You cannot go into the house and lie. Your profile is still on Facebook where you were celebrating your birthday in January. So how come your birthday is in August? Were you born twice in between? You get spiritual twin, Kelly. How far? Wait till they happen. So the news came out that she's been lying. Her birthday was actually January, and she was confronted. So Biggie actually gave that task to Gaga Wayne, one of the noisy housemates. We like her. She's entertaining. That's what we want to see. So Biggie asked Gaga Wayne to go confront Kelly, and Gaga went to see Kelly like, Kelly, how far? Waiting they play. Your birthday was in January. Why are we celebrating you all of a sudden in August? And then Kelly was beating around the bush, yippee, yappa, yappa, yada, 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 yam done, yam not done. They changed my birth certificate when I was little. They gave me a new birth certificate. They this, they that, my birthday, my birthday, that. So you know, if actually they change your birth certificate, they change your birthday, you know, why do you celebrate in January of 2020? Why? And why are you celebrating again in August of 2020? Why? So the lady was simply caught. They caught her lying, and she needed to come up with an excuse, and that was the best excuse she could come up with. My birthday was changed. My birthday was changed. If your birthday was changed, stick to one. Don't be confusing us. Stop confusing the thunder. Stand in one place and receive your thunder, okay? So that's the gist on that. Kelly was a liar. She lied about her birthday and somebody caught her. They exposed her and it caused a lot of drama in the house. There was a lot of back and forth. Gaga was not taking it lightly. Gaga was giving Kelly the pepper. She was cocoing the cocoa. Gaga gave Kelly headache about that birthday until MC Zibenja was head of house at the time. He stepped in and he was like, Gaga, leave and soon. One year. Even the girl life with the birthday now wait to leave and soon. And I'm sure it's because of this birthday that Kelly is going home this week. Because of this birthday and because of her Congosa vibes. I'm sure that's the reason why she's going home this week. Hello guys, thanks for joining. I see many people joining. My name is Onana and this is Onana Nation. I welcome you all to this beautiful channel. If it's your first time of stopping by on this channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button below this video because you are definitely going to love it here. On this channel, we talk all things entertainment, we talk about African recipes, and we do lifestyle. So please go ahead and subscribe. You will definitely love this space. Alright, so we are still talking about Biggy 237. We're talking about Eviction show. Tonight, 3 contestants went home. If you're just joining us now, Nyanda Kelly, Mami Kongosa, and how do you call this lady? Melinda Swan, and the third person, Brown Sugar. So Brown Sugar, when they evicted her, they were asking her questions. Brown Sugar, what do you want to say to people who are watching you now? And she took the microphone. I want to thank my fans, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, back up now. You want to thank your fans? Your as in fans, as in ventilator or what? You have only been 2 weeks in the Big Brother house. You have fans now. You want to thank your fans, as in hey. And she was feeling like Beyonce. Oh. She was feeling like she's already arrived. She really took the microphone and stood there. I want to thank my fans. I'm like, wait a minute, which kind of fans? Ventilator way they bring air from my skin, or fans as in, you know, admirers and supporters? Like what? How long have you been in the house to have fans? So she's really thinking that she's a celebrity, and I was just laughing. So let me read a few comments. Even follow up this video. So I am lost though. Theresa, if you're lost, that's the reason why I'm here, to bring you guys updates. Let me know what you want to know. Ask your questions below and I'm going to answer you, girl. I got you. Mami Kongosa don't go house. I'm telling you, Mercy, Mami Kongosa don't go house. So Kelly is being called Mami Kongosa because also, apart from lying for her about her birthday, the 2 days ago, MC Zibenja, Dukong Joel and Hexy were involved in a love triangle, and Kelly was the one fanning all the flames. So this is what happened a few days ago. Hexy who is friends with Gaga. Gaga is supposedly Hexy bae in the house. So they are dating. Gaga is like Hexy bae in the house. So Hexy goes out and he comes back to hear people talking about so much in the house. Like Gaga is going close to Joelo. Gaga is going close to Dibenja. Gaga is going close to this and that person. So Hexy is like, wait a minute. Gaga is my bae. She's my own person in the house. Why are they saying that she's becoming close to Ndukong? What's going on? I got to see what's going on. I have to confront them. So Hexy went to find Gaga. And then he found Gaga near Dukong and they were discussing. He's like, what's going on, Gaga? You are supposed to be my bae in the house, and they are saying that you're going close to Dukong. What's happening? Like, are you guys dating or something? So while Hexy was confronting Gaga, it was a really heated conversation. They were shouting and it was getting crazy and it was really intimidating. At one point it looked like Hexy was going to slap Gaga. So as they were talking, it was really bad, and you know, the conversation was really heated up. And when you see people fighting, as a normal human being, as a level-headed person, your first instinct will be to bring peace. Or I don't know about other people, but at least for me, that's what I want to do. You want to bring peace. You want to make the people to stop fighting, because you just want the atmosphere to calm down. Nobody likes to be in a tense atmosphere. It's just not good for anybody. So when you see people fighting, your first instinct is to bring peace, but not for Nyanda Kelly or not for Mami Kongo. As soon as she heard them fighting, Mami Kongo went and brought more fire. They were fighting and the conversation was packing up and stuff. She went and brought more petrol and poured to the fire. Let it just explode. Kelly was like, if I perish, I perish. We die here today. So Hexy is confronting Dukonjo and Dukonjo, why you my bae? Gaga is my bae. Why are you doing this and that? And Gaga is trying to beg Hexy like, be no vex, so no, nothing is going on between Dukonjo and I. He just asked me out. I didn't even answer him. I didn't tell him nothing because I'm not feeling him. Please just let us like. Nyanda Kelly just came out from nowhere. Boom. Hexy you are mad and Dukongsha, you don't even know the tea, you don't even know what's happening. Dukongsha is not even your competition. There's somebody else. They say fourth bay in this situation. There's another party involved and you don't even know who he is. And Hexy is like, wait a minute, you're telling me Joel is not my only competition here? He's not the only one fighting Gaga with me. Who else? And then Mami Kongosanyanda Kelly, she said, the fourth person is MC Dibenja, or you don't even know. MC Dibenja also Anya Gaga. And then I was like, oh my god, my own don't come. I'm here fighting Dukongsho when I have 2 other guys fighting my bae with me. So the fight even got more intensified. MC Jibenja got pulled into the fight and Gaga was so mad. Gaga was like, Kelly, what's your problem? Like, Hexival did not even know about MC Dibenja. Why did you even have to bring him here? So now Hexival was infuriated. He was shouting all over the place and it was just messy. So this is the reason why we call Nyanda Kelly Mami Kongosa. She sees the fight. Instead of calming down people, she's fanning the flames because she likes drama. She wants people to query more. And these are the reasons why she went home tonight. So we've spoken about the three people that went home: Melinda, Brown Sugar, and Nyanda Kelly. So as they say, now talk the bring talk with my people. Today, as I was watching the show, I was reading the comments. You guys know I'm always watching with my binoculars, always observing. I'm always watching at why am I stammering all of a sudden? I'm always watching at mode observation. So I was watching and observing. I was watching with my binoculars. I was seeing things. So I was reading some comments and I found something very interesting. So while we're watching the show, a lot of people were talking about Nerissa, and I'm like, what's going on here? Then I got closer, tried to understand. I was reading the comments and the replies. Nerissa, oh. So apparently, Nerissa is dating TZ Panchak. Hey, I've never heard this one before. But as they talk, na talk, they bring talk. Na story, they bring story, yo. Nerissa and TZ Panchak, like, how did it start? Where did he meet her? I want to know this story. I want to get that tea. Like, what's going on? So TZ Panchak visited the housemates a few days ago, and apparently he was close to her and they were getting, I don't know whether they were getting lovey-dovey and stuff. When I wait you, I don't know. I don't know whether it's people who know them out of the house who have brought these gist. Oh, summer issues and food flies. So I don't know what happened. No, I don't know what happened between Nerissa and Sisi Panchak. I don't know when the story started, but I saw it in the comment section. About 6 people were saying it, and there's no smoke without fire. So I'm definitely interested to find out how this story unfolds. I really want to see what's going to happen the days ahead. Sisi Panchak and Nerissa, really? How did it start? How did he meet her? Like, are they dating for real, or is this just people running their mouth on social media? I really want to know. So if you know something about that relationship, let us know in the comment section below. If you know anything about Sisi Panchak and Nerissa, go ahead and tell us now, so we can get to know the tea and we can give it to our people, to our viewers, to our family. If you know anything about that, just go ahead and tell us. I'm going to read a few comments. That's a crazy lie, chai. I know, right? When I heard the news, it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense for TZ Panchak to be dating Nerissa. It just doesn't make sense. But again, people will shock you. Nothing is impossible in this world, so I don't know. People will always figure you out. That's true, baby. That's true. People will always figure you out. Cameroonian Super Lava Kumba age. Yes, so Kelly and Palava Kumba age, I know. Until she's boasting, hitting her chest to tell us my age was changed, my birthday, my birth certificate, this one happened, that one happened. Like, what the hell? She's a liar. Whatever happened, she's lying about her age. Which fans? I know, right? They evicted this lady and she was talking about, I want to thank my fans. Which fans? Wonders, really, Nerissa. Wow, good tea. I beg spill the tea. Mercy, as at now, these are only allegations, these are only assumptions, they are only rumors. It's not been corroborated. I have no evidence as to this story. I don't know if it's true or not, but they are saying TZ Panchak is dating Nerissa. Like, what? I'm mind blown. How can TZ Panchak be dating Nerissa? How can a whole TZ Panchak allow his bae to go into Biggy 237 house? TZ has hammered now. He has money. So why is he not giving her the money and say, babe, I'm going to miss you. 8 weeks is a lot of time. Like, why are you going into that show? The only reason why I can think of for a guy like TZ to let his bae to go into that show, if truly Nerissa is his bae, is just for exposure, so people can get to see her, people can have her name on their mouths, people can be talking about her, she can get a little fame from the show. Maybe that's what's up. I don't know. So if you know anything about TZ and Nerissa dating, entangling, let us know. Okay, tell us below in the comment section. This is one story I'm definitely going to be following. I want to see how the story develops, so I'm going to come back and give you guys updates. So yeah, let's talk about the eviction show tonight. You guys already know the people that have gone home: Nyanda Kelly, Brown Sugar, and Melinda Swan. So the eviction show was one of the shows I loved. Today's show started on time. Biggy said the show was going to start at 9 p.m. It started at 9 p.m. unlike the other live shows. So obviously Biggy have been watching my YouTube videos, because all the things I criticize him for, he's been adjusting them bit by bit along the line. So I think he's watching Onana Nation. Biggy watches Onana Nation, and he takes note of the points we're giving him, which is amazing. Together we're growing. This is a show we all love. So as they're ameliorating things along the line, as they're fixing things as they go, the show becomes even more interesting. So today's live show started at 9 p.m. right on time. We were waiting for them to start. It started right on time. It's amazing. We applaud them for that, because the other weeks they kept us waiting and waiting for hours and hours, and the just did not start. This show was really short, precise, and concise. They started on time and they went straight into the agenda of the day. They gave us the week in review. They told us all the things that happened this week. So this week we had like Phil Bill visited the house. Phil Bill's an artist. He has beautiful songs, with Blanche Bailey, and he's a great artist on his own. He's a beat maker and stuff like that. So he visited the house and gave the housemates great advice, was advising them about how to package themselves, how to do showbiz, how to present yourself to people, to the showbiz market and stuff. That was amazing. And then we had Tizzy Panchak visit the house. It was after Tizzy's visit that people started talking about Tizzy dating Nerissa. I don't know how far that is true. And we also had King Kong Gang. So when Biggie said the King Kong Gang was going to be visiting, I thought Stanley Eno was going to be in that house. But obviously Uncle Stanley, Uncle Hempe, he's so busy, his career is popping, you know. He's singing with international artists and doing collabs here and there. So he did not have the time to come to Biggie. So he sent his gang. Tizzy Panchak sent his representatives into the house, and Tizzy Panchak, that was Stanley, he sent his representatives, and Tizzy Panchak gave a check of 500,000 francs CFA, and I thought that was a beautiful gesture. People are supporting Biggie, people are supporting Biggie with a lot of money. Tizzy Panchak gave 500,000 francs, another Cameroonian of goodwill gave 500,000 francs. One of my Facebook friends, Miss Veronica Fortune, and her husband, they gave 500,000 francs. Like, people are really supporting Biggie 237 out here. A lot of people are sending him checks, and it's amazing. Cameroonians love this show. We want the show to grow so much. People are giving food packages. People are sending food to the housemates. Like, it's really beautiful. This is a show that you can see how much Cameroonians can support each other. Through Biggie 237, we can really see how Cameroonians can support each other. People have been sending Biggie checks, people have been sending Biggie money, and my question is, Biggie, where is this money going if we're still struggling with network connection? If we are still struggling with internet connection during live shows, where is the money going? If people are giving you money, is to invest in the show, is to better the show, so we can all enjoy it. So tonight was Eviction show, and we could only see the first two nominees. The first two housemates to be evicted. We only got to see Brown Sugar walk the stage and Melinda Swan. As for the third person, Nyanda Kelly, we did not even see when she left the house because there was no internet connection. The show just stopped at a certain point in time. Boom. That was it. And we were sitting there for minutes and minutes and hours, and there was just no connection. So they kept repeating the same stuff over and over. It was freezing, and I'm like, this is crazy. Biggie, we love the show, and people are donating money to you. Use the money to better the show. If you have to buy a bigger internet data, bigger internet bundle, or whatever you guys call it, make sure you get your bigger internet bundles. Biggie no get data. Biggie will shame us. Biggie will shame us. Biggie, tell us now, do we need to do Momo for you? Let's do Momo. Even if it's GoFundMe, we will contribute our own small quota and send so that you can better the internet connection. It's amazing, not amazing, sorry. It's funny that 3 weeks into the show, we're still struggling with internet. Like, what's going on? Sometimes you'll be watching the show, the volume disappears. Sometimes you'll be watching the show, the connection just stops, and you're like, what's going on, Biggie? We love the show, and after the third week, we expected that by now you should have figured out things like everything should be in place. We are not supposed to still be struggling with internet connection 3 weeks into the show. The first week we cut you some slack, it was the beginning. The second week we say, okay, he's just starting. We gave you time to balance. By now you should be starting on your feet. Before you go live, check your internet connection, check your internet bundles, call MTN if you have to. And if MTN is failing you, try Orange. There's Camtel, there's Nextel. We have options in Cameroon now. So if MTN is just not doing the job, if MTN is just not cutting it, make sure you try some other, service provider. There's so many of them in Cameroon right now. Try Nextel, try Orange, try Camtel. Even mix all of them and do a jumbo. What happens? If you have multiple Wi-Fi, I don't know whether one of them is going to pick up with stronger signals. Just try something. Try other options, okay, Biggie? We love this show. We want it to work. So try to figure out the network connection. We don't want to come and stand and be watching you. Then after 5 minutes, poop, everything stops. Everybody's freezing. Like, it just doesn't make sense. The whole world is watching. Thanks so much for this update. I'm able to catch up with the show each time it comes live. Yeah, the show only comes live for like few minutes, sometimes an hour, and sometimes we're busy. We don't really have the time to catch all these things. It's crazy, baby. I know. Many people don't have time to catch the show. That's why we are here, to bring the tea as it's hot, so you guys can catch up. Connection again, oh baby, connection after 3 weeks of the show. So you would expect that he has everything figured out by now, but Chai sis, you sabi presentation. Don't ever give up. Oh, thanks, baby. Thanks, baby. Thanks, girl. Thank you so much for the compliments. I appreciate it. Ça me va droit au cœur. Thank you a lot, girl. So that's about the few points I wrote down, and So as Biggy was evicting the housemates, maybe I should go to Biggy's page and show you guys a few things. How we voted. Let's see how we voted. So these are the votes for this week. As you can see this on a pie chart, on a pie chart. Oh, I no get sense. I used to be intelligent before. I'm no longer intelligent. So I don't remember these things. On a pie chart, on a pie chart, on a PTM, on a rectangular chart. I don't know which chart this one is. But this is how we voted. These are our votes. So let's see. Melinda Swan had the lowest of the votes. She had 11 and 6 votes. That's why she's going home tonight. Followed by Nyanda Kelly. Nyanda Kelly had 263 votes. That's why she's going home tonight. These are Melinda Swan and Nyanda Kelly in that order. And the next person is Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar too went home with 427 votes. She's the next person. The third person here is Brown Sugar. And it surprised me because last week Brown Sugar had about 8% of the general votes, and I was saying like, what? Brown Sugar? Many people don't know her. She's quiet in the house. She isn't really doing much. Like, how come she had 8% of the general votes? And then popular people like Ranibel Kizzy. Ranibel was coming up with 3% of the votes. Zita Minaj with the big ass, the big booty, she was coming up with 7% and 2%. I was like, what? And I was surprised by Irene Pretty's votes and Brown Sugar. So Brown Sugar had high votes last week. I was really surprised. And this week that she needed her people to vote for her, everybody relented. So because her voters relaxed, that's why she's going home tonight. Last week she actually had high votes and I was shocked. This week, for some reason, her people let her down, and that's why she's going home tonight. And then we also had Cindy Stainless had 443 votes, so she's just like 17 people after Brown Sugar. So Cindy is barely managing to keep her spot in the Biggie house today because Biggie was intentional about sending 3 people home tonight. So if Biggie had wanted to send 4 people home, Cindy Stainless will actually be home now because she's only more than Brown Sugar with about 17 votes, and that's not really enough. So Cindy Stainless is one of the other girls that if you look at her physically, she looks hot. And you would expect housemates like this to make the house boom, boom, boom. But she's not booming. She's not doing much. Cindy Stainless is just lukewarm in the house. She's neither hot. She's neither cold. She's just in the middle. You don't see her. You don't hear from her. You don't feel her. Like, what's going on? This is a show about entertainment where you go into the house. You want to bring your personality to the core. You want to bring your personality to the center. You want to shine. You want people to see you and vote for you. You want people to like you. So Cindy Stainless went into the house and became quiet, mumu. You don't hear nothing from her. And I'm surprised she even has as many votes as she has because she has not been entertaining us. She's just somewhere in the middle. I hear my baby crying. Obviously, he's trying to wake up now. And then after Cindy Stainless, we had King Aluan. He also had a couple of votes more than Cindy Stainless. He had 447 votes according to the chart we have here. King Aluan had 447 votes. So if 5 people were going home tonight, even he would have gone home. Everybody was mad at King Aluan. They nominated him because he abused Blanche. Blanche, our small Pepe. King Aluan abused Blanche that she was a pygmy or that she was, I forgot what he called her. Like, he said something like she's a boa or something, you know, when somebody is a cripple or something of that sort. So King Aluan insulted Blanche and people were mad at him. Everybody in the house put him up for eviction. I'm surprised he didn't go home. Viewers, what are we doing? Nominations is also the reason why we put people home. As we are watching the fact that people are nominating people, if you are being mean to people, if you are being insultive to other contestants, if you are being a bully to other housemates, these are the factors that determine our vote. So voters, we should not just be voting based on another person. Is he a good person? Do we deserve to keep him in the house? How is he a model to Cameroonian youths? How is she a model to fellow Cameroonian youths? If you're out there insulting people for their handicaps, saying that this person is handicapped, this person is crippled, this person is that, then you are a bad person. In your heart, you're a bad person. Like, we take care of handicaps. We love them. We show them care because life has already dealt them a hard hand. Life has already given them a blow. So they are not standing on their 2 feet. They're not having their 2 eyes. They're not having the rest of the things you have. And all you have to do is be compassionate towards them. Show them a little sympathy. Show them a little love. So for you to be bullying somebody for their handicap, then you are not a nice person. I'm sorry to say that, but you are not nice. So what are the viewers doing out here? When we see things like this going down in the house, these are the factors that should determine our votes. Don't just vote because this person at this, I know the person, another person, I go secondary school with the man. Even if you're my sister and you go to the show and you do things like this to people, I'm sorry, I will fall your hand. I will fall your hand. I will not vote for you. I will not promote that, okay? And then when you come back home, we're going to discuss it. This is crazy. You cannot be promoting people who are bullying others and stuff. It just doesn't sit right with me. And somebody says, so my brother Hexy has one of the highest votes. Wow, your brother Hexy, you know what gave your brother highest votes, Mercy? Your brother has entangled himself with Gaga, and then he made a lot of drama 2 days ago. Hexy has actually gone up. A lot of people are not talking about Hexy Val. He was one of the housemates that was just in the middle. He wasn't hot, he wasn't cold, but because of the drama he made 3 days ago, he has gone up. A lot of people now find him entertaining, because after the drama with Gaga Wayne, he was talking, he was all over the place, he was like trying to bring some action, like he was really behaving like a guy whose girlfriend has cheated on him. So that definitely made people to see him. A lot of people were like, oh my god. So this guy was this interesting. So this guy could talk like this. This guy was this entertaining. So it was actually the drama with Gaga Wayne. I'm so tired and now I'm just rambling all over. It was actually the drama with Gaga Wayne that made Hexival to become a little popular in the house right now. So people are talking about him because of the drama. That's very mean of him to say that. I'll send him out even without my voice, child. People are savage. You're really not a nice person. Yeah, baby. He really made everybody angry, and you will not imagine he insulted this lady. It was Blanche's birthday. He insulted Blanche Bacha on her birthday. Small Pepe was her birthday, and he just made everybody mad by insulting somebody on her birthday. And she started her day by crying. On your birthday, you're supposed to be happy, you're supposed to be cheerful, you're supposed to be joyful. She started her day by crying because people insulted her, and it was just messy. And yeah, so that's that about that. It was a sad birthday for her. It started sadly, even though it ended with an engagement. As we now know, the engagement was fake, as she said. Kitchen boy engaged Blanche on her birthday. I'm reading some comments. Ha ha ha, I know entanglement. Yes, so your brother has entangled himself with Gaga, and that's a very smart strategy. When you go into a show like this, you should be thinking, look at the popular housemates, go with them. Their fans will not be voting for you. The only problem now with this now is the fact that he and Gaga started quarreling. So when he and Gaga started quarreling, he was telling Gaga, oh, so you have left me now, you're dating to Conjuel, and there's other guys involved from here about the bench and other guys. All these guys are involved, so you're not faithful to me. So he was mad, and he told Gaga that, you know what, we are in the sea, and in the sea there are many fishes. So that your brother Mercy, that your brother Hex, if I came out there, he told Gaga, okay, since you want to be dating other guys, we are in the sea, and in the sea there are other fishes. So if he was smart enough, he would have held on to Gaga. But well, now that he and Gaga are having little issues, I don't know whether they're going to fix their issues. I don't know. So let's be observing as the days go by. I'm going to tell you guys if they fix their issues. I'm going to bring the gist here, obviously, to update you guys. And anybody who is smart house, use your strategy. Look at the housemates that are popular. See somebody like Ranibel Kissy, go to Ranibel Kissy, go and date her. It's a strategy. Go close to her, because her fans are not going to be voting for you, because obviously you are her bae. They're going to want to keep you guys together, to see you guys, to see how your love grows, to see how your relationship grows. And that's the strategy to win the game, but it may not be the best, because you'll be toiling with people's feelings. You'll be dating people whom you don't necessarily like just for the show, but it's all a game. So anybody who catches feelings in a game now, you know you're on your own. So if you go to a game and catch feelings, you're equally on your own. So whatever strategy they want to use to win, up to them. In Big Brother shows, I've seen people date and even get married in the house. Who remembers Big Brother Africa? Mwisho got married to Mero. They got married in the house together. Two housemates from Tanzania, they got married. So they found love in the house once they organized their wedding in the Big Brother house. So anything can happen. People can fall in love genuinely. Like Zita and TJ, they really have a good thing going on. They have a solid bond. They are getting intimate. I think they found love. So TJ even opened his mouth to confess that Zita is everything he ever wanted in a lady. Who will not like Zita? She's a beautiful girl. She's fluent, she talks well, and she's got the big behind, which a lot of guys could die for. So she has the big booty, which guys like. So that's that for that. And TJ likes his Zita, and two of them are together. So when you go on shows like this, you can find love. There's no telling. The heart wants what it wants. Heart no get bone. You can fall in love, and also you can meet somebody who will use you. So you should be careful. Have your thinking cap on. Have all your senses activated. Don't take everything they say literally. Take it with a pinch of salt. This guy that's coming to me like that, does he like me? This girl that's coming to me like that, is she only here because she wants vote from my fans, my followers, my family? I doubt this one, no. Why this person never ever tell me say like me before? Why only now? So you have to put your thinking cap on to know whether it's genuine. You have to reason it out to know whether it's fake, whether it's all for a game, whether it's all for strategy or whatever. Put your thinking caps on. Oh my God, I see many people joining. Hello guys and welcome. I am Onana, and I thank you guys for joining Onana Nation. This is my live stream. I'm talking about Biggy 237. We're talking about the housemates that have gone home, the eviction shows tonight. Let us know your name and where you're watching us from so we can give you shout outs, okay? Tell us your name so and where you're watching us from. So let's say hi to you. So we are about to finish the live show. Anybody has any questions? Let me know. Anybody has any gist, any updates, anything you want me to talk about? Any questions about the show? Let me know so I can answer your questions as we round off. I'm really sweating today and the AC is on. I don't know what's happening on La Republic AC. Oh, it doesn't work. Just like La Republic government. So let me know your questions so we can answer as we prepare to round off the video. We spoke about the overall look of today's live video, today's live eviction show. It was a beautiful show. It was well coordinated as opposed to the others. So this is the third show, the third live show for Biggy 237, and the third weekly show, sorry, and the second eviction show, and it was beautiful. It started on time. It was precise and concise. The presenter, Vicky herself, she tried today, so everything went smart, straight to the point. They went straight to the agenda, even though they did a couple of more advertisements than they should have done. The overall outlook of today's show is that it's beautiful. Biggie is finally getting there. It was a great show. If not for the internet connection, if not for the poor internet connection, it would have been awesome. But Biggie is really trying. I mean, he's bettering things as we go along the way, and it's beautiful. So Biggie 237, we give you a little clap today. You've done it. Hooray! Ha ha ha, many fishes. I hear that you talk. Yeah, so your brother is out here telling girls that there are many fishes in the sea, which is a good psychology to have if you don't want to get hurt. In this world of today, if you don't want to get hurt, you also have to have a psychology like this. There's many fishes in the sea. I can try again. There's about 7 billion people on the surface of the earth. So if there's one boy who is giving you headache and fever every day, you two should don't think now. Think like, why am I letting this boy really torment me? Why am I letting this girl make me cry every day? There's 7 billion people on this earth. So am I trying to tell myself that I cannot find happiness with anybody else? Am I trying to tell myself that I cannot find love with anybody else? So, I talk about Biggie 237, but I always give live advice on everything I do. I always try to put a little bit of live advice so somebody who watches my show can get, a little advice or whatever. I try to make my shows entertaining and educative at the same time. So if you're watching me and you have a day in your life who is dwindling and swindling you and playing with your emotions and messing up your feelings and messing up your day, you don't deserve to be with that person. Anybody who makes you angry, anybody who makes you cry at night, people are sleeping, your mother is at home sleeping in your father's house, your brothers and sisters are sleeping, you are crying at night because of one boy, that's not the one for you. Ditch him, okay? Teach him. There's 7 billion people on this earth. You can find your own person. You're supposed to be happy in a relationship. You're supposed to be comfortable. You're not supposed to be crying. Are you dating an onion? Are you dating pepper? You're supposed to be happy in a relationship, unless you want to tell me you're dating onion. So there's 7 billion people on earth. Go out there, live your best life, try your best, find the one who will make you happy, the one who will make you smile. You're supposed to go through life, be happy every day. Life is so short. You don't know when it's going to end. You don't know when it's going to cut for you. So you want to make sure you live your very best life, like make every day the best. Have the most of all your days. Have the most of all your days. What can I be doing today that will make my life beautiful? What can I be doing today that will make my life optimum? What career do I want to have in future? What kind of job do I want to do in future? And what am I doing to make sure I'm one step closer to my dreams? All right, I want to be a flight attendant. When are you going to join aviation school? All right, I want to be a doctor. When are you going to write your entrance examinations to doctor school? When are you going to get your certificates together? When are you going to get your documents together? Okay, I want to travel. Start from somewhere. Make friends with people who have traveled. Let them tell you about the traveling programs. What is the system of getting a visa in the US? What is the system of getting a visa in Dubai? Get close to people who have done the things you want to do. Go with people who are where you want to be, and that's how your life ameliorates. What you want to do in future? Get close to people who are already doing it. Okay, I want to be an actress. Get close to actresses. Okay, I want to be a nurse. Get close to nurses. You can learn things from them, observe their lifestyle, go close to them. People are generally polite if you approach them politely. Like, oh my god. Hello guys. The video stopped for a few minutes and I was just like, YouTube, what's going on? Really, YouTube? So I was going around touching my phone, touching the screen, trying to adjust things, to come back to you guys. So I'm happy you guys are still here. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you guys for spending this few minutes with me. Like, even though the network went, I don't know what happened, you guys still stayed, and thank you guys a lot. So I'm happy you guys stayed. So I was just saying, in life, basically, go with people that are where you want to be. Basically, people are respectful if you're respectful towards them. If you approach people in a nice way, most times, like often than not, they are willing to help you if you approach them nicely. I'm a YouTuber, for example. If you approach me nicely and tell me I want to start a YouTube channel, I'll most definitely give you ideas on how to start your channel, advice, I'll point you to the right direction. So people are generally willing to help depending on how you approach them. You cannot be rude because I've also seen rude people. There's people who come on here and they'll be like, I want this, I want that, in a very rude tone, and you're just like, girl, please, I have a whole life. Like, I wasn't born for this. If you want me to help you, just talk nicely, please. So yeah, wherever you want to be in life, talk nice to people, ask them politely, they're going to help you. Human beings are always wishing to help another. Hey, Carrie, how you doing, girl? How are you doing today, girl? Carrie is watching me all the way from China. Hey to you, Carrie. What's going on? How's your day going? Thanks for joining us. And today we're talking about Biggy 237 eviction show. Nyanda Kelly has been evicted. What's this lady's name? Brown Sugar has been evicted, and Melinda Swan. So that's what I was talking about in today's video. And that's that for that. I'm already rounding off the video. Thank you guys for staying with me. If I haven't called your name out yet, that's because you didn't drop your name. So please give us your name so we can give your shout outs while we complete the video. I'm actually ending today's video soon. Let us know your name, where you're watching us from, so I say goodbye and just give you a shout out, and greetings. So thank you guys a lot for hanging out with us. Thank you, Carrie, Peck Fashion. Thank you, it's Barbie. Thank you, Mercy, my girl, my ride or die. Thank you, it's just the same names over and over. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa was also with us. A couple of names. I can't read all the comments now. So I just want to say thank you guys for joining. I'm happy we spent this few minutes together. These were our Biggy 237 updates for the week. Subscribe to Onana Nation. I'm going to come back with more updates within the week and during the weekend. Every time we have an eviction show, I'm going to come back to tell you guys who goes home. Like, God willing. I don't own my life. I don't have no power of my own. So I put everything in God's hands always, So God willing, I'm going to be here with you guys again soon. Let's talk about Biggy 237 updates. I love you guys a lot. See you guys in the next video, and stay safe during this COVID-19 pandemic. If you're stepping out of the house, have your face mask on, have your hand sanitizers, boost your immune system, and stay away from people, stay away from gatherings. Like, don't go to parties. You will not die if you don't party. Now is not the right time to party. The world is going to go well. Very soon they're going to find vaccines for this thing, and that's how we can party all we want. My birthday passed, I didn't do nothing. My son's birthday, I didn't even call people to this house. So let's hold off with the partying now. There's going to be time for all of those. And that's the end of today's video. I love you guys. Stay safe. See you guys in the next video. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Auntie, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Uncle, it doesn't cost nothing. Just hit the red subscribe button below and become a part of this amazing family. Okay, so thank you guys a lot for watching this video with me, for staying here with me during this live show. It was interesting. Hear me, I want to say entertaining and interesting. I say interesting. Oh my god, that's a new English word I formed today. Entertaining and interesting. It was interesting. Queen Elizabeth, sorry me, oh Queen Eliza, I'm messing up your language. It was interesting. Okay. So thank you guys a lot. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Oh, Bobby says thanks for having us. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you for joining as well. Say hi to my beautiful kids. See you guys. Bye.